No, I'm about to go in. Told me that I couldn't do it, but I gotta bring it back, so they're really numb with it. Let's go. Tell me where you're from, where you stay. Now I keep it lit from the coast to the bay. Peace on the right.
If you guys are ever looking to buy some cheap and reliable Madden 19 coins, head over to instantmaddencoins.com and use code MAZE at checkout for 10% off. What is going on, everybody? Maze-O-Matic back with another Madden 19 tip video, and in today's tip video, I gotta say, this is probably one of my most useful and probably my best tip video I've made. It's not a specific play. It is not a specific money play on offense. It's not a specific blitz or defensive scheme or anything. It's just one simple tip, and it's involving the run game, and it's a little tip that you can use in your gameplay to basically make your run defense a hell of a lot better. It's very simple. So I'm going to just start off by calling a halfback stretch. And then on defense, I am the Raiders. I will be coming out in 4-3 like a cover 3 sky. So for those of you guys that have been watching my videos for a while, you know that I talk a lot about run fits. And if you guys didn't know that and you guys have not been watching my videos, you can see these are the cover 3 run fits right here. You see in a cover 3, your cornerbacks and your safety is not involved. So if you look at Conley, you see he's not involved in the run game whatsoever. Your safety up top, Gilchrist, is not involved in the run game. And then this corner out here is not involved in the run game. So if you look at your run fits to the right, you see the outside force defender is this guy right here, Joseph. So in a stretch, we're going to call the stretch here. And we're going to watch how everybody plays. Joseph, it's pretty easy for him to get blocked and not set the edge. We end up getting a shoestring tackle there. But Joseph, if we go to the instant replay, I will show you, not necessarily Joseph, but what we actually want to look at is the corners. So this is the force defender right here, not Mac, Joseph. You see his job is basically to get to the outside, but he doesn't do a very good job of that. He still ends up, Khalil Mack, obviously the best freaking D lineman in the game, gets a block shed and makes a play, but that's not going to happen every time. Joseph, whose job was to get to the outside, you see gets blocked pretty easily right there. And if Mac didn't get that block shed, Melvin Gordon is going to get to the outside and get a pretty solid gain. Now, the guys we want to look at, like I said, your corners aren't involved in the run game. So you see, off the jump, he's backpedaling about 10 yards, and then he's planning and he's going to make a play. But that 10 yards is 10 yards you don't want to give up. He started at the line of scrimmage, backpedaled about 8 to 10 yards, and then finally react to the ball really slow. Now, what I'm going to be showing you is a little tip to make your corners involved in the run game. And that's in a cover 3. If we're going to switch it here, let's switch to a cover 2. It's a little bit different. Switch to a cover 2. You see now the corners are involved in the run game, but now both your safeties aren't. So Joseph is going to play back here and not make any plays on the ball. We're going to run the exact same play. And we ended up getting a broken tackle there. But it worked a little bit better in terms of setting the edge with that force defender. We're going to look one more time. One more time at... You see this time he didn't backpedal. We're looking at the cornerback right here. This time he started right here about 2 yards off the ball. He saw his run. Immediately went to set the edge. Didn't make the tackle, which is unfortunate. But, you know, a lot of times he's making that tackle right there. And that would be a tackle for a loss, actually. So, cover 2, you see your corners are involved. However, when you look at your safeties, similar story as before. They backpedal a lot. Don't react till your running back's about at the line of scrimmage. And if he is going to make a tackle, it's going to be about 7 to 10 yards downfield. So this trick that I'm going to show you is a little simple trick that, sorry, I did not mean to do that. There, keep it a run play. Is a trick. So if we look at a cover 3, again, your corners aren't involved. The trick that I'm going to show you is how to get them involved. All you got to do, if you man them up, I'm going to man up. So to man up your corners, double tap triangle. Then it brings up all your DBs. You choose the one you want. I'm going to choose circle, Conley. Right stick up is man coverage. I'm going to put him on Bowman. Okay, so now he's in man coverage instead of the deep third. In the run fit, it still says he's not involved in the run game. But now watch what happens. See how much different he played that? I don't know if you guys saw. I'm going to show you an instant replay. He did not backpedal 10 yards. He did not backpedal 10 yards. Look at that. Off the jump, on the snap, he flies in there. takes up a blocker, allows now Joseph to get to the outside, and now you see Joseph is the force defender on the outside. He's making a hit 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. People fly the ball. That's a tackle for a loss with one simple adjustment. All I did was man him up. All I did was man him up. So obviously, when you man him up, that changes your coverage. Like, obviously, that's going to change. It's not a cover 3 really anymore. You got man coverage on this left side. But if your opponent is run heavy, or if you're in the goal line, this is like the move. Now imagine you don't know he's running a stretch. So what we're going to do is we're going to respot the ball. We're going to put it at the 2-yard line. Let's say it's 1st and goal from the 2. You're pretty sure your opponent's going to run the ball. A lot of times what you can do is run commit, which if you guys didn't know, run commit is L2 or left trigger on Xbox, and then you guess play on your right stick. You can do a run up the middle, or run to the right, or run to the left. We're going to pretend we guessed it's a run up the middle. So what that's going to do is when I hike the ball, blitzes absolutely every single one of your players. Now, the only difference in the way that plays is they're completely bailing on all pass assignments, so they're not going to play the pass whatsoever. If we do it a different way, we see the guys that are already playing the run game. So the only difference in a run commit in this is Gilchrist, Melvin on the outside, and then your other corner, Conley. All right, so let's say we base align press. And then what we want to do is we're going to man up our corners on the outside. And then maybe play hard flats. You want to user maybe this guy right here, or you can man him up. Now let's watch how they play the run now. Pretty good, right? Almost like a run commit. However, if you were to think it was a run and then it was a pass instead, let's change this audible to a pass. You got solid coverage. Now, obviously, I just dotted the hell out of that defense. Actually, that was out of bounds, so that didn't even count. But if your user was there, I can't user and play offense at the same time. Now, let's say for a second now that instead of doing that, you ran commit like most people would do. Say you run commit, but then the offense is doing a pass. Now, obviously, you have no coverage whatsoever. The other way, you had coverage. You had guys still playing coverage, and they were still also playing the run. So this little tip is mainly I like to use it around the goal line when I think they're going to run more often than not. Again, it just involves manning your guys up. This is the defense. You got 2 users. You got most guys manned up. All you got to really watch is Green. He's not manned up. But mainly this is going to be helpful when your opponent is running schemes that you're having trouble stopping involving the run game. So I know a lot of times on online when people are running like tosses one way or the other, it can be really, really tough to stop sometimes. What I would probably do here on defense, if people are just running tosses continuously, I'd probably run a cover 2 because off the bat your corners are involved in the run game. And then I'd probably man up my safeties. So that way when he tosses it, you see you're actually getting a tackle for a loss there, I think. So you got more guys coming in and getting engaged in the run game. Basically, it's a simple tip. The tip is just man up whoever you want to play in the run game, and they will play in the run game. Obviously, that's going to sacrifice your coverage. My recommendation, ideally, you get a defensive scheme that involves manning up the people who aren't involved in the run game, if that makes sense. So somehow you find a defense that works for you, where you're manning up your safeties or your corners or whatever that fits into your scheme. That way you're not really sacrificing coverage and you're getting very good run defense. So again, goal line situations, if your opponent is running the ball consistently and you know maybe he's running the same stretch play over and over again, he's running the same toss play over and over again, you can man your guys up and they will fly and play in the run game. And hopefully it's an adjustment you can just fit in that will, make your run game that much stronger so you don't get bullied online. Just improve the run game, baby. So I hope this tip helped you guys out. I hope you are able to use it online and it makes your game a little bit better. If you guys like the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I will be seeing you guys in the next video.